else will break your heart. They're never gonna hold you back.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to 321 No Kiddin. Bobby the Awesome here. Full disclosure, I was going to try to record this episode in the jacuzzi just because I could. And then it occurred to me, I better not risk a phone falling in a tub full of water. So I'm afraid I'm not recording from the jacuzzi, but I have a hot date with it as soon as we hang up. Okay, October 26th, Emily Dickinson says, there is no frigate like a book. I don't know this word, guys. Frigate. I want to say refrigerator, and I can't put you on pause to look it up, and I only have one computer in front of me. So I guess we'll have to Google afterwards. A book can help us escape, take us anywhere we want to go, and teach us something we want to learn. Exotic places, foreign languages, new ideas, humor, great literature, recipes, and cooking techniques, much more are all ours for the asking. It's all free and as close as the library. During our days of active addiction, we didn't have much time for books, and we couldn't think clearly enough to concentrate. Now our thinking is clear, and many of us have rediscovered our thirst for new ideas. Books can help us expand our knowledge about recovery, learn something new, or just escape into a good story. With the help of a book, we may even discover a hidden talent we didn't know we had. Books can teach us to think, tickle us into laughter, or move us to tears. Books can stimulate our mind and enhance our recovery. With books, we are never alone. Today, I'm grateful that there is much knowledge and enjoyment can be mine. Wow, I love this. I want to say reading, but it's reading and listening. I love my audiobooks. And actually, we're going to get the website. We're going to have a whole book page so I can share with you some of the ones that I found the most beneficial to my own humanity and to recovery and to entrepreneurial stuff, feel-good books. And every time somebody recommends a book to me, I use Audible, so I listen. And one of the reasons that I wanted this trip was so that I can listen to some of my books as I went down the road. And yeah, I'll have to get you guys some information about Audible too, because that's another amazing thing. And I'll get it where it's easy to find. Maybe when I get home, we'll put the link right here in these show notes so we can go backwards. I have a link for it. I think I can get you a free month or whatever, which is like worth $15. Whatever. That's besides the point. Anyway, I've joined Audible and I've just recently discovered that in addition to buying the books, I can return them and exchange them for credits. So like I have 96 titles and every time they send me a sale, I buy them, and I'm very strategic because they have books on there for, say, $30, but the credit costs $15, and when they're on sale, I can get it closer to $12. Anyway, whole lot of money stuff. I'll revisit this again so we can chat about it. Like I said, we want to really enhance our website when I get home so that all this is at your fingertips. So that being said, the kinds of books I read, there are some recovery. There's some, I don't know if you want to call them spiritual, but like Eckhart Tolle and Joe Dispenza are a couple that I have there. And a lot of the business people I know talk about different ones, like Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. There's something about a Ferrari. If you caught my show I think it was the Vulnerable podcast, we talked about that book, and the host really had a relationship with that book and was happy that he read it. Books can be life-changing. And I know I just rambled on about Audible, but really they are free. Like you can get a library card and don't go, oh, COVID, blah, blah, blah. Don't make an excuse. Don't put an obstacle up because you can get a library card. I think you can even do it online, and you can check out books digitally, both audio and regular, like read it on your device. If you want to learn something, if you want to change, if you want to just have fun, like Books are the solution to everything. If you're a shy person, I know I'm always telling you guys, like, join a meetup, go out, make friends, do activities, blah, blah, blah. But let's say that's not your personality. Shame on me for not acknowledging that sooner. I was trying to push you out of your comfort zone, but I also hadn't given it much thought that people aren't as outgoing as me. But books can be a way for you to escape. Not that I want you escaping. I want you doing coping skills, but sometimes we just need a break. We need a break even from doing recovery work sometimes. Yeah, I just said that. I can't believe I said that. But it's kind of true. Today was one of the days I took a break. And well, I'm kind of fibbing, I guess, because I guess I don't really take a break. My break is my meditation. Like I sat in the pool today and I meditated, and I listened to a couple meditations and I played my favorite song. And self-care I consider part of my recovery work. So I guess maybe I don't get days off from recovery, but that's okay. And I'm sitting here chatting with you. So the other thing, this isn't really book related, but I know what I enjoy in books. Like I enjoy murder mysteries if I'm looking at a book for recreation and not personal development. And my plans, this is the October 26th show. I'll actually be in, I was going to say Epcot. I guess I'm going to be in Epcot on Tuesday, the 27th. And why I'm going there is because now in my other business, I have international clients and they have this world at Epcot where you can learn around the different countries. And actually a fellow I was talking to today told me that they get people in from the different countries. So the experience seems real. So what I really want to do is elevate my learning on the different countries. I know I'm not going to learn everything in one day. I'm realistic, but I think it'll be really fun to go and explore and learn new things and be able to relate to my clients in a whole new way. If you're in business, feel free to steal that trick. I don't learn or read history well. Like I need a storyline. Not a storyline. I need the story to be told to me if it's something that has heavy reading. And unfortunately, that includes things like Shakespeare and the Bible. I don't know if I just don't have good reading comprehension. Even when I'm listening to books or reading books, I have to like digest them, go back, reread them, and be really mindful and strategic about my reading. That's why when we were doing Recovery Dharma, and that's another thing. So the 75 hard challenge that I had done and only made it to day 40 something, but I will be going home to do again. When I was doing that, the requirement, one of the tasks is that you have to read from a real book. And what actually happened in those 40 days was I read 3 of my real books, 2 for the second time. And no, I'm lying. 1 for the second time and 2 for the first time. And it was motivating to me. That's just one of the ways I get motivated is by like a challenge or a title or whatever. Just because I always want to accomplish more and more and more. And that's just how I operate. But when I was doing that and I read the Recovery Dharma book, I probably shared this with you, but I was reading it and I finished it. And then when I worked on it with you guys, that was how it helped me retain. So that's just one of my struggles in life that I'm aware of. It's not a big deal. It's just that I don't know that I absorb everything that everybody else does. And that's okay. Like I'm a skimmer. I do want to put it on my to-do list to become a speed reader and see if that maybe helps solve my problem. I got a pretty hefty to-do list. That one's not quite an emergency. So yeah, books, guys. Love this. I owe you some information because if I make it easier, make it cheaper, give you some recommendations and get you engaged. I mean, aside from the fact that if you're with me and you're following me, you know that I'm in the process of writing a couple books. So I want you reading so you can, get the full-blown Bobby experience. I'm going to go a little deeper on some stuff we talk about and you can only do so much in a 10-minute episode here, even though, we're at almost 400 episodes. So I guess you know me pretty intimately. So yeah, books are good, guys. I hope that if you haven't discovered them or utilized them, that you will. And I'll also tell you that in all my business classes, they talk about how the more successful people, the more wealthy people, they're readers. They're readers. They want to keep their brains going and they want to know things and become more, educated and wise on things. So keep that in mind. You may see a correlation between the more you read and what happens in life. One of the authors, actually, he's so funny. He talks about sales, and I love the way he breaks this down. One of his books costs, I don't know, $30. And he uses it as an example to talk about the value. He's like, somebody might complain for $30. And his answer is, it's not about the $30 the book costs. The book might have a value of, $5, say, with the paper and the print and the process. Maybe that's all it costs. But the value is for the person buying the book. If they read something that's life-changing, or like in the business world, if it's a tip or trick to help you make more money and you go and make $500, then that $30 was essentially an investment. And books are that way. They're investments in ourselves. And I encourage you to take advantage of it. Like I said, when I get home and get on the ball, I will make sure that you guys have access to information on that. All right, beautiful people. Still my last week in wonderful Florida. And I'm going to make the best of it. I hope you're doing well, and I will talk to you tomorrow.